Hello, you're welcome to IT the Boss Lady YouTube channel. Yeah, in this channel, we are here to teach you a lot of things you need to know about importation, video editing, picture photography, different ways of making money online, and many more. Yes. First of all, I want to say a very big thank you for all my returning subscribers. Thank you for those that are just watching for the first time. If today is the first time of watching my channel, please do me a favor by subscribing to my channel so that you will always be the first to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you. Today we are going to be talking about importation. Common mistakes some importers make while buying items from China. I have been into this importation business for 3 years plus, going to 4 years, I think so. I'm going to be talking based on experiences from my colleagues, from my partners, from every other person I have seen in the business setting. Being that I have been in the business setting for years, at least I believe I have a lot of knowledge. I'm not just talking based on what I have read, no, but rather I'm talking based on personal experiences. Yes, you find out that a lot of people on social media will come out to tell you, yeah, they want to teach you how to import items directly from China to Nigeria. But I realize that many of them that are doing this teaching are not actually importing items themselves. Some of them, they are just teaching based on what they have been taught, but they are not in the system. All right. So IT the Boss Lady herself is in the system of importation. So today I'm going to be talking on common mistakes that importers make while buying items from China. Yes, some of these mistakes can cost a lot of people their hard-earned money, their goods, their revenues, and it can make some persons to bankrupt. Okay, so that is the reason why I decided to share these common mistakes so that you watching me right now, you will not be part of those that will be found guilty, or rather to be among those that will fall victim of bad circumstances. All right, so the first on our list is not partnering with trusted and reliable importation agents. Yeah, a lot of people just want to go into importation without partnering with reliable and trusted importation agents. You see a lot of people on social media coming out to say this, to say that. You are not partnering with a trusted set of people. That is the more reason why you realize that you have been struggling trying to excel in your importation business, but it is not forthcoming. You are not really getting what you want to get. Why? Because you are not partnering with the trusted and reliable importation agents. Many new importers make a mistake of partnering with unreliable importation agents. The importance of you having a reliable and dependable importation agent cannot be overemphasized. What I'm trying to say is that you having a reliable and trusted agent does not only save you your time, your money, but it also prevents you from falling into the trap of scammers and fraudsters. Because if you go to the social media today, you see a lot of people posing to be agents, posing to be suppliers. Even when you get to the Chinese website, you see a lot of them coming up, selling and all that. To you, how do you identify if this person is a fraudster or if this person is a scammer? That is why you need a reliable and trusted importation agent who can teach you and help you to identify those that are fraudsters so that you don't fall victim. In the course of this particular lectures, I'm going to also let you know how you can also identify these fraudsters so that you don't fall victim. Okay? I'm not happy to see people coming up to say, wow, I have been scammed. I'm not happy to see people coming up to say, wow, I have been duped. I'm not happy to see people coming up to say, I am tired of importation because someone just scammed me. I'm not happy to say that. That is why you need importation agents who can teach you ways on how you can identify these fraudsters. They are everywhere. And if you go to the Chinese website, they are there. Yes, they are there. When we talk about importation, there are different ways you can actually import items directly from China. You can choose to buy the items yourself, pay the suppliers yourself. If you have all the necessary information, necessary details, you can easily purchase and pay suppliers yourself. But another way of you purchasing items from China is through using procurement agents. Yeah, if you must use a procurement agent, make sure you use a trusted and reliable procurement agent. All right, so number 2 on the list is that they don't communicate effectively with their Chinese suppliers and manufacturers. Yes, this is actually pertaining to those of you that are paying your suppliers yourself. Many of you just go to the site, you see the prices. Wow, this price is so lovely, so cheap. And then you go ahead to place the orders without even communicating with your suppliers. Many of you don't do that. You don't communicate with your suppliers. You don't find out certain information about a product you want to import. Let me use the blender as an example. You see a lot of people import blenders, but many of them don't know that these blenders we are importing have different grades, different coil, different motor. Many of them are not aware of it. They just go to the site, see whatsoever thing they want to purchase, place the order immediately, and they are done. But for you to be an effective importer, a successful importer, there must be a communication between you and your manufacturer and suppliers. Ask them questions about what you want to purchase. Are these items okay? These are the properties I want to see. Are these the properties that this item has? This number 2 of it is applicable to every importers. Be you direct importer that pays your suppliers yourself, or you are also an importer that uses a procurement agent. You need to know how to chat up your suppliers. You need to know how to discuss with them. You need to know how to ask them questions about the products you want to purchase before copying the link and sending to your procurement agents. You need to know all these things. A lot of you, especially the new importers, you just see someone teach you, wow, how to import items directly from China. The next thing, you go to the site and start copying things. You don't even do your background check. You don't do the necessary things you want to do. At the end, you come back to say, wow, the items I bought are so bad. These are common mistakes that importers are making. Communicate with your suppliers. Make sure you discuss with them. Make sure you ask them questions about the products you want to purchase. As for me, there are times I want to purchase some certain items. I'll ask them the quality, the properties, the necessary features of that particular items before I purchase. Sometimes I'll see the same picture of a particular item I want to purchase, but at the same time, the features here and the features here are totally different things. Then I'll have to go for the higher features. So if you don't discuss with your suppliers, if you don't ask them questions, don't just assume that what you're saying on the site is exactly what you're going to get. No, you must discuss with your suppliers. Ask them questions about a particular product you want to purchase. For instance, you want to go for solar fans. There were times I purchased solar fan. I asked the suppliers, how many hours does this fan last? I don't just want to depend on what is being written on the site. No, but I went straight to meet the supplier to ask questions, and at the same time, some of them will keep telling me, okay, this is this, this is that. Then I'll have to choose between this, and know what to go for. So the same thing should apply to you as an importer. Importation is not just a business you do and just sit down. It's a business you need to do and know your business. You need to know your business. You need to know the things you ought to know. You need to search for more information, more knowledge in order for you to be successful in the business. Because if you make just a common mistake, that common mistake can cost you a lot of things. That common mistake can make you to lose a lot of funds or revenues or loss of goods. So these are some of the things you need to know. Number 3 mistake a lot of importers do make is that they don't decide on the shipping method they want to use on time before importing their goods or before purchasing, before they will start buying. They don't decide on the shipping method. Now, let me break it down. For those of you that are going to purchase your items and you want to ship them using air, yes, aeroplane. You want to ship them because you think that, wow, they are faster than sea. Most times, if you ship your items using air shipment, then it takes maybe like 7 to 10 days to get to Nigeria. It's very, very fast, right? But some importers don't really know the difference between using air and using sea. Yes, they don't really know the difference between using air and using sea. So then they just feel, I want to get my item fast. So let me just go to the site, purchase whatever thing I want to purchase, and then send to the shipping company for them to ship out my items. At the long run, when they will see the bill, they'll be shouting. Some people, some importers, a lot of importers have left their goods with the shipping company because they could not clear those goods because the bill they give to them were extremely exorbitant. So mighty, so expensive, times 5 of the cost price. So as an importer, you must consider your shipping method. Let me tell you some of the things you need to know. There are some certain things you cannot ship using air. Yes, don't even try it. There are some certain things you cannot ship using air. Items like washing machine, blenders, except you have the money. You really want to pay times 4, times 5, times 3 of the cost price to ship your items, times 10 of the cost price to ship your items. If you know you have the money, then go ahead, but it's not advisable. Air fryers, because do you know why? These items have weights. Being that they have weight, and when you are shipping your items using air shipment, the bill they are going to give to you is being calculated based on the weight of the item you are shipping. Some customers will be like, wow, what is all this? I purchased this item 2,000 naira. How come I'm shipping it with 15,000? How come I'm shipping it with 20,000 naira? How come? Now, the cost of purchasing your item does not determine the cost of shipping your item. It is the weight of that your item that will determine the cost of shipping your item. So there are some certain things you cannot ship using your air shipment. Even if you pack sand inside nylon, wrap it, rubbish, pack it inside nylon and decide to ship it, my dear, the weight of that item is all you're going to pay. So you're not going to say, wow, I just pay so much money for shipping out this rubbish. The shipping company don't care. They don't even care to know what you are shipping. They don't even care to know if what you are shipping is rubbish. All they are after is the weight when you are shipping with air. Now, when you are shipping with sea, the sea is being calculated based on the size of the item. So you can see that there are some items that their sizes are very small, but the weights are mighty. Their sizes are small size, but the weight can be like 10 kg, can be like 15 kg. Okay, recently we ordered some blenders. I just decided to weigh some of the blenders. Was it a blender I weighed? Yeah, I weighed some of the blender. I just weighed 2 of the blenders, and I discovered that the 2 blenders were 7 kg. Yes, 7 kg. And as at the time the item arrived in Nigeria, the cost of shipping 1 kg using air shipment is 13,000. Now multiply 13,000 times 7. You will see that the cost of shipping that item, that particular blender, using air shipment will be very, very expensive compared to you shipping it with sea. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So, as an importer, consider your shipping mentor before you start importing so that you don't leave your goods with a shipping complaint when you are unable to clear your goods. For heavy items, sea shipment is simply the best. For those of you that are selling, if you are selling, I will advise use C to ship your goods. For those of you that are selling, except maybe you just want to buy the items for yourself, for your use, you have the money, you can ship them with here. Because as at this time, this 2024 in Nigeria, my dear, the rate is extremely expensive. Shipping with hair is expensive. Even shipping with sea is expensive, but you can't compare it with hair. Sea still remains the best. So for those of you selling and you really want to make a lot of profits from that particular item you are importing, make sure you ship them using sea. Don't make that mistake of shipping heavy items with hair. If not, you're going to leave the particular item with your shipping complaint. And if you are not able to clear your goods on time, you are giving them the go-ahead for them to auction your goods. You forget about your goods, and then they will auction the goods and use the money to recover the cost of shipping your goods to Nigeria. Number 4. This number 4 is something you need to put into your brain. As in, let it stick. Let it stick. Let it what? Stick. Yes. There are many fraudsters. There are many scammers even on the sites. So make sure you are very, very careful not to fall into their trap. Number 4 of it is you as an importer paying directly into a supplier's personal account. You go straight to the site, you saw what you love. Wow, I love this particular item. I want to purchase this item. Then you went straight to the supplier to ask, to chat up with the supplier to ask, wow, is this item available? They will say, yes, it's available. Then you discuss with them. At the long run, you have concluded on the price. Sometimes the price on the site may be different from what the supplier wants to give to you. Peradventure, the supplier wants to give you a discount, then, or the supplier wants to increase the price. So that particular price on the site may be different sometimes, not always. Sometimes, if they want to give you a discount, all you have to do, place your order using the particular price that is on the site. Once you use that particular price on the site, then you go back to the seller and tell them, please modify the price for me, meaning they have to change the price to the price you guys have discussed or concluded on. Okay, then they will do that. That's when you're using the site. Now, why is not paying into a supplier's personal account part of the mistake that some persons make? Some persons will go to the site after saying what they want to purchase. They will discuss with the supplier, and then the supplier will agree to give them mega discount. And at the long run, the supplier will say, okay, pay into my Alipay account. I've encountered a lot of them. I'm talking from experience. I'm not saying all of them are scammers, but you must be wise. You need to be taught how to avoid. Sometimes all cheap things are not necessarily cheap. Okay? Don't be so carried away with a discount, with a mega discount that a supplier gives to you. But you must be wise. All right, so they'll tell you, okay, pay into my personal account, and you will just open your eyes and be like, wow, let me pay into their personal account, and you pay straight into their personal account, and at the long run you start chatting on the supplier. He or she is no longer responding to you. The question is, how do you get back your money? How do you get back your money? What are you going to do? Are you going to report the person? Do you even understand Chinese language? Do you even know what to do? In order for you to avoid falling into that trap, don't pay into any supplier's personal accounts. If they ask you to pay into their personal account, then tell them, please, I'm sorry, I can't pay into your personal account, why not send me the link to that your particular product so that I can place the order on the site and then pay directly from the site? Now, the reason why you need to pay directly from the site is that if after placing your orders directly from the site, 1, 2, 3 days, your supplier refuses to supply your items, you go back to the supplier to chat the supplier. How far? What's going on? How come my items have not left your shop to my Chinese shipping company warehouse? You chat up with them to find out the reason. Some of them will tell you, oh, just give me 2 days, 2 days more. Now you are just watching them. Then after 4 or 5 days, or sometimes like me, 3 days, depending on you. Like me, sometimes 3 days, I'll chat them up, then I'll give them extra 2 days. If my items have not been shipped, I'm checking, I'm tracking, and seeing that the item is still there, it has not left, it has not been shipped, then all you have to do is for you to go straight to the site and click on refund. Pam. Yes, from the site, refund. Whether the seller chooses to refund you, whether the seller refuses not to refund you, the site will automatically refund you. With this, you will not be able to lose any of your money. All right, so you see the reason why you shouldn't pay directly into a supplier's account, personal account. Pay from the site. I'm sounding this, I am shouting it. Pay from the site. Pay from the site. Don't pay to any supplier's personal account, because if they go with your money, you will not be able to trace that money back. You will not be able to get it back. But if you order directly from the site, you can create a refund and the site will automatically refund you. If you place orders 3, 4, 5, 6 days, your items have not left the supplier's shop to your Chinese warehouse, my dear, pam, click on refund. Go straight and click on refund. Look for another suppliers and purchase from them. All right. So don't pay into any supplier's personal account. If you do that, it's a silly mistake. Thank God I have never done that. Yes, I have been in the business for years. I have never done that. And I have never fall into their trap. Many of them, I have a lot. Maybe I'm going to make a video. I will make a video again to show you guys how some of them have been like telling me to pay into their account. There are some, when I refuses to pay into their account, I told them no, I'm going to pay directly from the site. They said, okay, no problem, I cannot do business with you. I said, okay, you too, me, I can't do business with you. Yes, so that's how we ended our conversation, and there was no business. If it's someone that really wants to do business and he has the link, he has the goods, why can't he or she send me the link to purchase the items directly from the site? You see, that paraventure, he or she has a plan to scam himself and not me. All right, last but not the least is, as an importer, not carefully calculating your cost of shipping and cost of purchasing your item before purchasing them. Yes. There are a lot of importers, they don't even calculate their cost of purchasing the item and cost of shipping. What most of them do is just calculating the cost of purchasing that item. They'll go to the site, wow, this stuff is cheap, it's cheap. They'll start buying. At the long run, they don't even calculate the cost of shipping the item. Once the goods arrive, they will be like, wow, how am I going to clear these goods? The price and the cost of shipping and clearing is so expensive. What am I going to do? Why? Because you never did your personal calculation. You never did. Some of you will just purchase something that is very heavy, and because you are seeing it on the site that the stuff is very, very cheap, all you have to do, you go straight and purchase them without calculating the cost of shipping that item. It's a very big and silly mistake. If you do that, you may regret purchasing that item because you may not be able to ship pay the shipping fee for that item. So I hope I've been able to show you guys the things you need to know and how you can avoid some silly mistakes as an importer. So do wait to subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you again in my next video. I remain my humble self, I to the boss lady herself.